Well, welcome in to be our guest. Well, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is if you're a University of Alabama football fan, you're not going to have Nick Saban at the helm of the team this year. The good news is because he doesn't have that responsibility, he can come to Montgomery, Alabama. In fact, he'll be here October 3rd. Mitch Henry's here from Faulkner University, and you are the president of Faulkner.
That's right.
So glad to have you back. We've had you in the past on the show, and you've got your big extravaganza coming up here right around the corner.
Sure do, Brother Jack, and thank you so much for letting me be here. I love your show, enjoy being here
it's
with
always
you.
good to be with you.
You've got a great audience and
Great.
good folks out there. Yes, October 3rd, mark your calendars, folks. We'll be having Nick Saban to be our featured benefit dinner speaker. Benefit dinner's been a important social event. It's developed through the years in Montgomery, and we're so fortunate and blessed to have him here. We've had presidents here in the past. We've had heads of state, Tony Blair from England. So it says a lot about the character of Nick Saban for us to bring him here. Now, I've got to confess, I'm an Auburn fan.
So am I. But that's all right. But I'm also a Nick Saban fan.
Absolutely.
I've said it all along. And everybody, like with the co-hosts of the show, Virginia Whitfield, she's a big Alabama fan. I'm a big Auburn.
She's a lovely flower arranger as well.
Sure
Isn't that lovely?
She's responsible for these flowers here today. If Alabama has a chance for the national championship, I'm with them.
Sure.
And she's the same way. If Auburn has a chance, she's with them.
Yes,
Yep.
there are a lot of fans in Montgomery, Alabama that feel the same way. He is here not because of his football prowess, but because our theme this year for our benefit dinner is heroes of adoption and foster care. And so we're thrilled.
Miss Terry.
Yes, they adopted their children. We sought out folks that could be a benefit dinner speaker who would have that connection. Each year we find a group within our community that really helps hold the fabric of our culture together. We've honored first responders.
Yes.
We've honored police officers. We've honored military heroes. And so it made sense for us to look at this opportunity to honor adoption and foster care heroes that really help at the core of what our culture is all about, and that's our families. And so we couldn't think of anyone better. He and Miss Terry, they have done amazing work with the Nick's Kids Foundation.
Yes.
That foundation has raised millions and given millions of dollars to community organizations and other groups that key in on educating children, particularly those that have unique needs. And those children that have foster care, those that are adopted, there's often challenges with transitions. And so we're going to celebrate what he and Miss Terry have done. And we might talk a little bit about football while he's there as well that night. It'll be opportunities for folks who buy tickets. If you pay a certain level ticket, you can get your picture made with Nick Saban as well. Now that he's retired, that will certainly be a treasure for you. So we're excited about having you.
Absolutely. And the amazing thing about what you do, it's not just a dinner. You're not going to walk into the Civic Center in downtown Montgomery. And by the way, that's where it's held.
Yes, at the Renaissance.
At the Renaissance, and there's plenty of parking down there. You're not going to just walk in, sit down, eat it. And by the way, it's a good dinner.
Yes, sir.
It's a very good. You're going to have a great dinner, and then, okay, we're going to do this. Nick Saban, he's going to get up and speak, and then clap, and everybody's gone. You're going to see a show before he ever speaks. You people have done a wonderful job of taking the theme for the evening and making a production out of it.
Absolutely. Billy Camp, who is our Vice President for Advancement, Natasha Kasarjan, our team, Pat Gregory, our team at Faulkner, they start months and months ago planning the production of this. It highlights the stories of the heroes that we're celebrating.
Yes.
It informs the community about how Faulkner connects with the community and highlights amazing accomplishments of our students And so we're excited about the opportunity to shine our light and let folks see what a wonderful gem we have in Montgomery with this university. You know, I grew up here. I grew up in Pentlala out in the country, grew up on a dairy farm, and I went to law school because I didn't like milking cows at 2 in the morning. There's got to be a better way to make a living. And I've known about, it was Alabama Christian and
Yes.
then became Faulkner University, known about that wonderful school all my life, been impacted by people who went to school there and became an important part of our community. So we celebrate that a little bit.
That's great.
But it's a great experience. I've yet to, in my affiliation with the university, I've only been president for 2 years, but I've been their lawyer for 25 years.
Wow.
In my affiliation with the university, I've never had anyone come away from a benefit dinner and say they didn't enjoy their time there.
Absolutely.
And so it's
Well worth it.
lovely way to connect.
So we're going to put information on the screen on how you can go ahead and get tickets to it, but it's on Thursday, October the 3rd, starts about 6 o'clock in the evening. You'll be out of there by about 8:30. They make sure that your time is very well spent, and it's going to be a wonderful affair, and it benefits Faulkner, which is, of course, a great pat on the back for our community. And thank you so much for what you do, and we'll be right back right after this.